This ain't gonna work, is it? Okay. Ooh, my face looks chubby. Okay. So, okay, that's better. All right, so, okay, we don't need them. All right, so again, I'm sitting here calling myself getting out of the house. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I just want to take a ride. And, yeah, so I'm waiting for someone, and I'm going to be, okay. Yeah, so anyways, I wanted to go ahead and read Exodus 18 since it's the 18th. And I was reading it earlier or whatever. I don't have no cards or nothing with me. I'm just, you know, it's just me and my phone. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna read, see what it's talking about. Cause you know, I was really supposed to be in 20, but you know what I'm saying, we went ahead and started with 17. So again, I'm just seeing, you know, what I'm channeling just like naturally without anything. Okay. So I said, now Moses's father-in-law, Jethro, the priest of Midian, okay, heard about all that God had done for Moses and his people Israel, and how the Lord, in all caps, had brought Israel out of Egypt. Okay. And then it says, after Moses had sent back his wife Zipporah, his father-in-law Jethro had received her. Okay. After he sent back Zipporah, his father-in-law Jethro had received her, along with her 2 sons. Okay. Now these 2 sons, I don't know why that's making me think of certain people. Okay. It says one son's name was Gershom, for Moses had said, I have been a foreigner in a foreign land. Okay. Yeah, I see. Okay. 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 All right, that's enough. Okay. All right. So again, it says, yeah, so Moshe says, I have been a foreigner in a foreign land. Okay. So when I read about this right here, I don't know why it makes me think, I don't know, it's making me think about, oh, hold on, we don't need all that kind of business out. Okay. You know, it's making me think about, you know, like, again, how, oh my goodness, really? Okay, I hear you. Okay. So it's making me think about energy of, like, you know, someone in another land. Like I said, I don't know why I feel like the line of demarcation, or, you know what I'm saying, has been drawn in the land, like 1812, I believe, or whenever the Civil War was. And I feel like, again, the border for Canada has dropped down into the Americas. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just saying, I'm thinking spiritual. Okay. I'm trying to see this on a different level here. Okay. And again, the whole thing about Israel being left behind enemy lines, like I said, it makes me think it makes me make reference to, you know, the Midwest. Okay. So again, like, and then turning Americans, it's kind of, I put a post up about that the other day. Like, are they turning Americans into migrant workers or migrant energies here? Okay. Because did somebody else already purchase or invade the land? Right, is what I'm saying. Okay. And it says the other son was named Eleazar, for Moses had said, the God of my father was my helper and delivered me from the sword of Pharaoh. Okay. So I don't know, that sword of Pharaoh is giving me, I don't know, King of Swords energy here. Okay. I mean, sword could be words too. Cutting words. Okay. It says Moses' father-in-law Jethro, along with Moses' wife and sons, came to him in the desert where he was encamped at the mountain of God. Okay, this is giving me emperor energy, sitting on a mount or on top of a mountain. A mountainous energy, a feminine energy of heavy, you know, that carries a lot of weight in this time. But again, it could be talking about a mountain. Okay, again, it's up to you to discern. There seems like there's something maybe with temperance here. Okay, it says he sent word to Moses, I, your father-in-law Jethro, am coming to you with your wife and her 2 sons. Okay. I don't know what is this giving me? I don't know why am I hearing you know, Beverly Hillbillies. Somebody was just singing that song around me the other day. See, that's the kind of energy I be picking up, right? I don't know why it's giving me energy of like Trump or something. I don't know why. I don't know. We'll keep going. They greeted each other and went into the tent. Then Moses recounted his father, and I don't really think that this is the energy. This could be also somebody else. I'm seeing Hierophant energy here as well. Maybe like a street soldier, or like I said, that's the Hierophant to me can represent like not the Pope exactly, but like the street, like a Moshe energy. Okay, because I feel like we're still just dealing with energy, not the flesh, and whoever it resonates with. Okay. And for some reason, when I'm seeing 2 sons, it is making me think about either 2 girls or 2 boys. Okay, even though sons means descendants. Okay, it's also giving me, I think, the 7 of Swords or the 6 of Swords, where the masculine energy is rowing away with the feminine energy in her child. It's also giving me that kind of energy. Okay, it says, then Moses recounted to his father-in-law all the Lord, in all caps, had done to Pharaoh. So this is some things that a Lord, okay, a powerful Lord did to Pharaoh and the Egyptians for Israel's sake. Okay. And it says all the hardships they had encountered along the way and how the Lord had delivered them. Now, this delivered them gives me, somebody might say that this is somebody delivering someone from evil, but this could also be the Lord delivering them. The hardships that maybe a Lord had delivered these hardships to these particular people. Again, you can look at it whatever way you want to look at it, but I just like to go, you know what I'm saying, both ways. Okay, and it says, and Jethro rejoiced over all the good things that the Lord had done. Okay, whom he had rescued from, for Israel, who he had rescued from the hands of the Egyptians. So again, I feel like this is talking about a person, Israel, not necessarily a place, because it's saying all the things that this Lord had done for Israel. It would maybe say Israelites, Israelis, or something like that, but it's saying Israel. So that's making me think about a person, Israel. Okay, whom he had rescued from the hands of Egyptians. You see, it's not like giving plural, like who they, you know, them or anything like that. So it's making me think we're talking about a person. So it says, Jethro declared, blessed be the Lord, in all caps, who has delivered you from the hand of the Egyptians and Pharaoh. So again, this is making me think about the card that we pulled earlier that had the water to the east, the crown to the north, excuse me, and then what was it, and the crown to the north, the fire to the west, and then the 3 legs. I don't know what the hell that means or whatever, but matter of fact, I did have some kind of thought about it, but it just was giving me like some kind of turbulence here, like some kind of something in the south. Okay, so again, maybe that's why they had to be delivered from the south, because of that, whatever was going on there. All right, so again, somebody had delivered them, and Jethro declared, blessed be the Lord, who has delivered you from the hand of the Egyptians and Pharaoh, and who has delivered the people from the hand of the Egyptians. Now I know that the Lord is greater than all gods. Now, this is saying that this Lord is greater than all gods, and this is gods with the little g. So these are like empress and emperor energy. This is like American gods, like, you know, the people, like the people that are building possible nations or have been called. Okay, the people that have been called at this time to be leaders to a certain extent here. And it says, for he did this when they treated Israel with arrogance. Okay. So again, this is, you know, okay, this is what this is making me think about. Okay, this is what this is making me think about right now. All right. You know, it's making me think about, you know, just like, I mean, I seen on the media today, they were talking about a lot of anti-Asian rhetoric. It's making me think about Genghis Khan energy. You know what I'm saying? It's making me think about, like, I put something on Instagram earlier that said something about, like, again, I don't play favoritism. I don't have no sides. I don't do anything out of spite. I don't do anything. I'm just someone who is just, when I'm delivering my message, it's just fluid. It's just like what comes. It could be something that's gonna fuck me up. It might be something that's gonna mess somebody else up. Whatever it will be. I just, like I said, I just deliver the message, right? In truth, as close as I see. Again, being a scryer or a prophetess. Again, when it comes to the word, that's all. All right. So it says, then Moses' father-in-law Jethro brought a burnt offering and a sacrifice to God, and Aaron came and all the elders of Israel to eat bread with Moses, Moses' father-in-law, in the presence of God. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. This is making me think about some God energy or a dinner or something like this that is maybe occurring, or it possibly even today. All right. Yeah, this is what this is making me think of. I don't know. It's making me think of something like a joining together is something that, you know, I don't know. I would feel that I would be aware of or something, but I'm not. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what this exactly is saying. Okay. So again, it says, this is when Jethro advises Moses. The next day, Moses took his seat to judge the people, and they stood around him from morning until evening. When his father-in-law saw that all Moses was doing for the people, he asked, what is this that you are doing for the people? Why do you sit alone as a judge? Okay. It says, with all the people standing around you from morning till evening. Okay. So again, this is some kind of service or something like this, some kind of meeting, some kind of party, some kind of something, some kind of gathering possibly. It says, because the people came to me and inquire of God. Okay. Moses replied, whenever they have a dispute. Now, this makes me think about even this energy, like I said, that I feel that's mounting here, that somebody is planning to possibly they want somebody to feel like they're in danger, or somebody wants to attack somebody, or there's an encroaching energy on someone. But I feel like on a sneaky tip, you know what I'm saying? This is Exodus 18 and 15. I feel like this is talking about something that's happening, you know, that these people want to get their hands on God. They want to get to, you know, they're asking Moses about God. And I feel like this is that same energy resonating from earlier, that there's something more here. Whenever they have a dispute, it is brought to me to judge between one man and another, and I make known to them statutes and laws of God. Okay, so not laws of man, not laws of the government, but it's saying laws of God. All right. And it says, but Moses' father-in-law said to him, you know, this kind of makes me think about the video that I did the other day that probably rubbed some people the wrong way. Again, initially, there are judges here on this plane. So when someone says nobody can judge you, that's a lie. There are people that are here as judges in these times. All right. It says, but Moses' father-in-law said to him, what you are doing is not good. Surely you and these people with you will wear yourselves out, because the task is too heavy for you. You cannot handle it alone, right? So again, I feel like this is the energy I'm in all the fucking time. I feel like when it comes to the word, you know what I'm saying? I feel like this, but I feel like, again, it's done on purpose to a certain extent. But then again, I feel like it's done because there is a certain group that can do this type of teaching, is how I feel. Okay. And it says, furthermore, select capable men from among the people, God-fearing, trustworthy men who are averse to dishonest gain. So again, this earlier it was saying something like this is the way it's spelled here, but it says who hate like men that like lie or cheat or steal. Okay. Who hate people that do dishonest things. Okay, is what it said in the other text. All right, I don't know exactly what we're reading from here. I don't think it's the King James, but I'm on Bible Hub, so I don't know exactly which one we're reading from right now. And normally I like to do the one with the parallel or alternative verses going down, but since I'm reading a whole chapter, I'm not going to do it that way. All right, so again, this is all the people that have not been stealing or taking other people's goods or signing off on other people's names for land and deeds and trusts and wills and all these other things. And again, that's funny because that card was pulled earlier. Okay, it says appoint them over the people as leaders of thousands, of hundreds, and fifties, and tens. Have the men judge. Now, these men can be women too, okay? Judge the people at all times. All right, but the thing is, when it comes to this energy, this is also like cancel culture to me, and we have to be very careful when it comes to this type of energy here, because people can have a false agenda or narrative that's piling up. It may be people that are envious, jealous, or again, intimidated by someone, and can set out on a witch hunt. And it's very easy for someone to get a whole group of people to go towards one person. This also making me think about the cyber attack from Russia. Okay, it's giving me that energy, that again, some of these people may be programmed. Like I said, you have to check and see, what I'm saying? I'm just saying, have they done a study on the attitudes, entities, and adjustments on these people that have gotten the antidote from different companies? Because I feel like what has been done with DNA is people have been categorized in a sense by what is in those particular things. So if there's the 3, then again, which one, I'm saying, I feel like there's going to be some kind of weird, strange something when it comes to linking the people. Like it's, people are not going to be like really basically fighting over race and job titles and hierarchy energy anymore, right? Some of these people, they're going to be like probably in like mind. And I feel like it has something to do with, like I said, the 3 antidotes by the 3 different companies. All right. So it's like, who's your master? Almost like that energy. It's just what I feel, all right, on a spiritual level. And it doesn't matter what you say to these people. It doesn't matter how it comes off. These people are going to be brutal. They're going to be trying to judge the elect or the elite. This is what's going to happen. They're going to turn the many against the one, turn the many against a couple, okay? That's the whole thing where, we need to hurry up and get these. Well, 70, 80, 90% of the population is already done. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? But that leaves the ones that are anointed by God, and they don't need like 144,000, if you want to look at it like that, they're not supposed to be touched. All right. So again, but in this manner, if you have that many people already, then I noticed the other day that they were trying to put up children being sick. Now this is y'all know what I mean, okay? Because I'm not a conspiracy, I'm someone that just keep it all the way real, okay? So I noticed the other day when I woke up on the media that they were really piling it on about schools showing small children everything, and babies, and talk about, your baby, when you have a newborn, and that scares the shit out of people. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that scares people. That puts people in fear. And that's that mob something mentality that can be created to, hold on. Okay, well, now why did my phone just cut off? Okay. All right. So again, that can cause a mob or something frantic here when they try to emphasize on that. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't have sympathy for children that may get sick, but we know that children were not even really that much affected from this in the first place. And then the fact that I'm just saying, try to look at the reverse psychology, try to look at the subliminal energy, try to look at how they try to pour it on. Okay, that's all I'm saying. All right. And it says, if you follow this advice, let's see, to share it with you. Okay, if you follow this advice and God so directs you, then you will be able to endure, and all these people can go home in peace. Okay, so this makes me think about the Empress with the angry mob in front of her as well. Okay, and it says, and I don't know why the Empress is pregnant in those some of my cards. So I don't know exactly what this is. This could be pregnant with an idea, a message, a child, whatever. All right. And it says Moses listened to his father-in-law and did everything he said. So Moses chose capable men from all Israel and made them heads over the people as leaders of thousands, of hundreds. Now, this is also very dangerous, okay? Because now you're taking just random people off the street, putting them as leaders, giving them some type of commission or something over someone. And this can, like I said, lead to a mob mentality. This is not too much for one man or two. right? It's not too much for, even if there was a divine masculine and feminine energy that's supposed to be the ones that does this work, that they would probably be trying to keep apart at this time. If you think about it, it's watering down the power of the elect ones. It's powering, is a watering down the power of Yeshua in the Christ by giving the task to many, and then calling certain people foreigners in their own land. But again, is it a change of power that has them again somewhat foreign in their own land? All right. This also makes me think about, like, it makes me think about something else, but this is giving me, again, we do past, present, and future, and we also do things that's seen and unseen. Okay. So again, this is giving me some energy of something that already happened, but I feel like for some reason we have been going in these loops here. There's some kind of infinity energy here when it comes to some of these chapters here. Okay. Like we're repeating something over again, almost, in a sense, within the past year or so. So again, if you direct the people to the one or two, then okay. But if you go ahead and start breaking down that power of the ones that have been come here and have been elect, the ones that are supposed to be on top of those mountains, the emperor sits on top of a mountain. The emperor sits on top of a pedestal. All right. So again, they sit high and look low, so they can see all. It's like the all-seeing eye type of energy here. All right. So again, this is making me think, again, what they're doing is trying to break down the power, right? And devise it through other people. But these people may not mean well. They have not been vetted. Same thing like the people coming into the borders. It could be those people. We don't know where the hell they came from. They could be appointing those particular people to be over the people. We have to be very careful. Moses listened to his father-in-law and did everything he said. So Moses chose capable men from Israel all over. And I feel like even today and now, I feel already the hate and the animosity and the people trying to turn certain people into foreigners and adopted children and orphans and shit like that. And it ain't going to work because I can see through it. All right. So it says, yeah, so it says, and made them heads over. This is some angry person. This is somebody that is upset about something. And 9 times out of 10 is maybe a masculine energy or a masculine, maybe even that King of Cups and the Queen of Cups that were in reverse. Okay, they don't even have the full power and authority, I feel, at this point in time, and that's why they're trying to hurry up. Again, Satan knows he has a little time, so that's why somebody would come and say, "Oh, let's break this up." No, there's no need to even do that. You see what I'm saying? Nah, because all somebody have to do is give that message clearly to someone and say, hey, I need you to do this for this amount of time, and it will be done. But see, they don't do that. All my energy, everything that comes from me comes from within. It comes from source and my higher self. I know who and what they're talking about right here. But what they're trying to do is divert people from the people that have been chosen and exalted to be in that particular situation, like a Hierophant energy, an Empress energy, an Emperor energy. All right, and they're giving it to little men, like knights or pages, okay, which are just messengers. All right, I feel like this is what they're doing here. All right, and I feel like this is a feminine energy that has reign, or maybe a Queen of Wands that has a lot of young page, wand, and other page energies around her. Right, foot soldiers, young men that'll be fucking doing anything. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is what that energy is. Okay, and they judge the people at all times, and they would bring the difficult cases to Moses. Okay, but any minor issue they would judge themselves, and this is not, for me, this is not, like I said, it's not safe to me. All right, this gives, like I said, this gives like militia, what do they call the groups in Afghanistan? Y'all know the so-called terrorist groups. Okay, golly, what am I'm trying to figure out what it. Taliban. This gives me Taliban, militia, mafia kind of energy here, gang mentality here. Okay, they would bring difficult cases to Moses, but any minor issue, they would judge themselves. And it depends on who thinks what is minor. All right. Then Moses sent his father-in-law on his way, and Jethro returned to his land. Okay. But again, this Jethro energy, and maybe this is making me think about the Genghis Khan energy. Because I put that post up about, Genghis Khan had a wife that was a seer that told him not to go north. Right. So I don't know, this is making me think about even somebody traveling from the south to the north, or somebody from the Midwest or the northern parts into like Canada or something. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like that's the energy, because it's bringing me back to a chapter where there was a setup, okay, when somebody went back to Canaan, and then people were waiting there for him to kill him, okay. So I feel like that's the energy that it gives me. All right. Let's see. Okay. And then let's see how long this one is. Okay, so this is pretty short. I'll just go ahead and read this one on here. All right, so this is 19. And it says, Israel at Mount Sinai in the 3rd month on the same day. Now, again, this is giving me March of Dimes, I heard. March 3rd, March 17th. March Madness, I'm even hearing, okay? Which is not too, you know, it's coming up, okay? It says, on the 3rd month, on the same day of the month, the Israelites had left the land of Egypt. All right. They came to the wilderness of Sinai after they had set out from Rephidim. Excuse me. They entered the wilderness of Sinai, and Israel camped there in front of the mountain. Okay. All right. Yeah, this could be an actual mountain, or this could also be people, you know, coming in and camping. I'm getting, yeah, this could also be some people coming and moving about or moving around. Okay, a mountain. All right, which would be, like I said, it could also be talking about a person with a lot of power behind them. It's giving me mound energy, which is, the mounds are just truncated pyramids. Okay, some of them at least. It says, then Moses went up to God, and the Lord, in all caps, called to him from the mountain. Okay, so again, the mountaintop. Okay. Okay. This is what you are to tell the house of Jacob, and explain to the sons of Israel. You have seen for yourselves what I did to Egypt, and how I carried you on eagles. So that's that communion card that we pulled last night. Then it was an eagle, and it was a Native American man there on that card. Okay. Okay. But I'm hearing bad wings or something like that. Carried you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. Now, if you will indeed obey my voice and keep my command. Okay, hold on. Let's go back. All right. Then Moses went up to God, and the Lord, in all caps, called to him from the mountain. This is what you are to tell the people. So this is what the Lord is saying. All right. The Lord is telling these people this. And he goes on to say, now, if you will indeed obey my voice and keep my commandments, you will be my treasured possession out of all of the nations. So this is not what God is saying. This is what the Lord is saying. Again, you can make the adjustments as you want, as you please, but the Lord, in all caps, is a powerful entity. It's like the most high. It's like a most high living God energy on the plane. Okay. It just depends on who established that. Who is it? Who does the people see as this energy here? That can be dangerous. Again, it's up for you to discern. Okay. Yeah, I caught that. Because this is not, because God just said, listen to his commandments. But this Lord is saying, listen to my commandments. So this Lord may be a powerful person, a mountainous energy, someone who has a large following, a large platform, something of that nature at this particular time. But it doesn't mean that it is the person. It doesn't mean that's the legit Lord. It could be a idol that is being worshipped by the people while true Israel is being brought low. Do you get what I'm saying? So again, the eagle energy is the I feel like that is some symbols for some of these militias and groups here, and that is again a false entity, because we have to think about that in Deuteronomy, that the eagle is going to be the energy that swoops down and brings the people really low. Right, so anybody that has that on their logo or their emblem for their community or their business or their whatever, again, you have to really think about what we're talking about here. In real time, we're seeing these things occurring. All right. Yeah, so this is someone that may have you signed up for their tribe or their group or something of that nature, okay? And with these documents that may have been doctored, they are able to get people through. This could be even foreign energy. It could be anybody, okay? Brought you to myself. So this is also, yeah, so this is them bringing these new people in and having them bow down and take allegiance or alliance with this Lord that's powerful, but they may fear this Lord because this Lord is saying, hey, what's up with the borders? We need to be making sure America is safe before we bring other people in, new people in illegally. All right. This is also making me think about the flights, the secret flights coming into New York and other places around the continent. And that these people may be paying homage to the Biden administration, but it seems like the Biden administration is against the American people at some times. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is them bringing newcomers in that are hungry, thirsty. We were just talking about how people are thirsty, that want something, right? And one Lord is saying we have to protect ourselves, and another Lord is saying come on in. So again, it's that energy here. That again is going to be who chooses. And then when it comes to voting, they're making it harder for Americans to vote. Okay, but they're bringing all these people in, and these people are going to pay allegiance or alliance to these people when it's time to vote, because they're probably going to let these illegal people vote. And guess who they're going to vote for? The Lord that brought them into the borders illegally. It's just what it is. Now, if you will obey my voice and keep my commandments. So this is somebody trying to take people away from God. This is a Lord overstepping. And, you know, again, it depends on how you discern in this. Somebody may think that that's what I do here. Somebody might think that somebody else does this. We have the laws of nature and God, and then we have those of, you know what I'm saying, man and son of man. Sons of God, sons of man. There's a difference in the way we're going to be behaving in this time. All right? Just remember that. Because it's newcomers, those that are going to be grafting themselves in. And sometimes, and it's somehow, because if they're going to be getting these payments, they're going to come up above, they're going to bring you down low and give you freebies from the government, and they're going to put these people up really high. You dig what I'm saying? But then it's going to cause controversy because we shouldn't talk like this. We should forget about that. They want to threaten people. Maybe you have something in your, I don't give a, I'm not going to dishonor anything in my DNA. You know what I'm saying? I know it's an abundance of different nations in my shit. That don't make me no less of American. So at the end of the day, like these intimidating, you know, I feel like sometimes the shit is silly. And anybody that is a guest of mine, that's the energy that I'm in. It says, you have seen for yourselves what I did to Egypt and how I carried you on the eagle's wings, whatever, boom, boom, boom. All right. This is somebody, yeah, that deals with documents, maybe has taken a bar exam or something like this and works in some kind of, you know, low key somewhere. All right. And it says, in my covenant, and you will be my treasured possession of all the nations. So this is very dangerous here. For the whole earth is mine. All right. It depends on who we talking about. It's like the whole thing about the heavens is my abode and the earth is my footstool. All right. So this is somebody making a mighty claim here. All right. And it says, unto me you shall be a kingdom of priests and holy nation. And a holy nation. This is somebody grafting some people in that doesn't have the authority to do that. You see what I'm saying? Even I don't. You see what I'm saying? It's just, that's what I feel like is going on here. These are the words that you are to speak to Israelites. Now, Israelites is not Israel. Israelites are those who are, again, the lighter DNA or lighter version or whatever. It's a grafted on. It's a compound word. It is ites. They're not the ones, but they are in the likeness of them. All right. And it says, so Moses went back and summoned the elders of the people and set before them all these words. This is why I'm saying we got to be careful when it comes to Moshe energy, right? And Moab together. When it's talking about, and we don't see Moab here, but I'm just saying I always combine them two and then dissect it later, because it still gives me that energy of Moorish energy, okay? And again, Moshe energies from South America or whatever, cool. All right, it's still, you know, the Americas, all right? But yeah, it's giving me, again, Moshe gives me, again, the Moorish and Moab give me Moorish and Islamic energy. Okay, so again, if somebody was fearing being handled by the sword, we have to wonder about that, because these people are going to be very well versed in law and shit like that, where Israel is not going to be real. They're going to be dealing with the laws of nature, indigenous laws, and things of that nature here. It's a very scary thing. Okay, and these words of the Lord had commanded him, and all the people answered together, we will do everything that the Lord, in all caps, has spoken. So again, this is very, very fucking crafty here. And then it's making me think about smash and grab. And somebody like being greedy, getting somebody to bring back these goods. It's like pirate energy, like I told you. People that are more worried about lands and regions and the resources than the people. As long as they got theirs and they're cool, it's okay. All right. So Moses brought their words back to the Lord. Okay. The Lord said to Moses, behold, I have come to you in a dense cloud. All right. This is giving me judgment energy here, so that the people will hear when I speak to you. Yes, this is giving me the judgment card from the tarot deck. Okay. And they will always put their trust in you. All right. So it depends on what we're talking about. And I feel like we're talking about Upper and Lower Egypt here. Okay. I feel like somebody has tried to overrun my say. If I look at the four mountainous energies as females, okay, we got what I would look at, again, from my eyes, this is just from my perspective, right, of being in this community, okay, of so-called wokeness or indigenous. You have the Drea energy, you have Alodio energy, you have the moon, you have she energy, and you have me energy. All right. So again, I feel like what's going on under the table, because I'm never invited to anything. They want me to read the text. They want to take the goods from the text, but nobody is taking me into account or trying to take what I'm saying seriously. You see what I'm saying? They want to disregard, or again, there's no sitting down with me though. And I feel like they feel like this is what they're going to be able to do to overcome or overrun the energy. All right. And I know, again, this is the energy. I feel like I'm in that energy of like the whole damn thing is, right? So what they're trying to do is find reasons or make accusations or whatever, so that people can turn away from seeing me as someone who is a prominent, you know what I'm saying, leader, I feel, in this time. All right. Or a prophetess or whatever. Because I don't think that these people, even those people, don't, again, from what I know publicly, from what I can see in the public, I don't think that they deal with the biblical text, but I think that they do behind closed doors. Okay. All right. They know very well. Okay. And it says, I will come to you in a dense cloud. Okay. So that the people will hear when I speak to you, and then they will always put their trust in you. Okay. So this could be, again, the Hierophant energy coming to me. All right. This could be a Hierophant energy, because I'm thinking regions here. Okay. And it says, and Moses relayed the Lord, and these are powerful women that can be looked at as masculine energy as well. Okay. And Moses relied, and these could also be masculine groups, militias, like a Black Panther group or something like this too being formed. All right. And Moses relayed to the Lord what the people had said. Then the Lord said to Moses, go to the people and consecrate them today and tomorrow. Then they must wash their clothes. Okay. So again, it's making me think about clothing. All right. But I don't think so. I think this is talking about washing. I feel like this is making me think about nationality, period. I think this is talking about grafting people in nationality status. And be prepared by the third day. This is talking about changing people's documents. This is what this is talking about. And it says, for on the third day, the Lord, in all caps, will come down on Mount Sinai in the sight of the people. And you are to set a boundary for the people around the mountain and tell them, be careful not to go up on the mountain or touch its base. So this makes me think about an encroachment here. This makes me think about maybe a tower moment. This also makes me think about someone that is a mountainous energy that has been left out, or a cornerstone that has been cut off, that's not aware that these people are coming into their zone, right? And taking up tents. All right. These people could be of good or bad. You know, it could be, again, either way. These people could be there for, you know, worship, or they can be there for, or so-called worship, or they can be there to take. All right. And it says, whoever touches the mountain shall be put to death. This is making me think that somebody is, okay, this is what this is. They're not going to tell me, and it's giving me that Russia, Crimea, or Crimea River energy here. There's a masculine energy that is hurt about something, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like the animosity is definitely towards me, right? And it says, no hand shall touch him. This could be a her. But he or she shall surely be stoned or shot with arrows. Okay, this made me think about, again, the swan that came up, the whole energy of Black Hawk being shot, okay, by Elijah the third, I believe, or one of them. All right, it reminds me of the prophecy that's supposed to happen in the region this year, or between 2021 and 2022, of Elijah and Esther. It reminds me of Esther being the energy that was warning the people that they were going to be doing some type of genocide or something like this, or running up on a motherfucker, like, if you want to say it like that. All right. So it says no hand shall touch him, okay, whatever, or he'll be stoned. Or this could also be talking about, like, just the masculine energy. Because I'm feeling like it's when nobody's looking, someone can possibly take the feminine energy out, the Christ energy. All right. It's like a setup, okay, is what I'm seeing here. All right. Whether man or beast. So this is, again, talking about man, okay? This is talking about, like, everyday Caucasians possibly, right? Or foreign energies. And beast of the field, or animals, which also means, is talking about people in etymology, okay? Like wolf clans, you know, the lioness energy, you know, any kind of, you know, animalistic, rams, whatever, all right? All right, they could be also calling people animals that don't have a certain status. Again, we're talking commoners, peasants, and servants. And then we're talking about, again, the Dalit people, or the people that are in the Sheol when it comes to this caste or class system. Okay, it says he must not live. Okay, but surely be stoned or shot with arrows, whether man or beast, he must not live. You know, I'm shocked that it doesn't say die, because, again, living creatures, because then, you know, again, God did what God did in chapter 1, and then in chapter 2, the Lord God came and started to put things together, okay? Messing with DNA, I feel, all right? And, you know, blew the breath. Just almost like somebody telling somebody what to say, taking away from what God already had said in Genesis 1, and then going ahead and making their own rules and shit in Genesis 2. Okay, when the Lord God started to create, okay? Yeah, he must not live. So this is making me think, again, about them taking people's nationality away, changing your status, maybe even electronically here. All right, it says, or how they did on the census, okay, with the grandparents, okay? It says, only when the ram's horns sound a long blast may they approach the mountain, okay? So this is what I feel like. This is what I feel like we're talking about. Like somebody speaking, or speaking out of context, or speaking loudly, right? Or using their voice or whatnot, okay? It says, when Moses came down from the mountain to the people, he consecrated them and he washed their clothes. This is making me think about fake IDs and shit like that, okay? It says, be prepared for the third day, he said to the people. Do not draw near to a woman, all right? So this could be talking about a female like me, okay, with a womb, all right? Or this could be talking about someone of a foreign status. These are talking about people that are brought into a place, men, women, and children in some senses, all right? That are another group of people, commoners, peasants, and servants in that energy here, all right? So this is changing people's status to a different, to make it like they're from somewhere else, or placing them in a lowly station here, so that they can be touched. This is like a genocidal paper genocide, whatever you want to call it. Energy, period. All right? But don't draw near to the woman. The woman could be representing the immigrant people that are coming into the nation here. I'm just telling you that's what it could be. All right? Because this don't even match why they would say this here. Do this for the people, and then also down here, he said to the people, don't touch the woman. It doesn't fit. Right? So this is maybe, again, the newcomers that are coming in. The new. All right? It says, the Lord visited Sinai on the third day. When morning came, there was thunder and lightning. A thick cloud was upon the mountain. Okay? And a very loud, now this might be also talking about like somebody's mood, or it could be also talking about, something in the sky. All right? Or just even some kind of confusion. Like, you know what I'm saying? An illusion. Ah, yes. Okay, so the 7 or 8 of cups. Okay, when the sun is in sackcloth. All right? On that card. And there's a whole bunch of illusions going on. It's a strategy. Again, this is the cyber attack from Russia. It's a strategy to get people to look here, look there, look at, oh, these children might die. It's this fucking energy to rile up the people and get them angry. All right? And then, again, the very loud blast could be somebody talking like I'm talking now. The ram's horns could be an emperor that might be upset. All right? That has had plenty ample opportunity to come to an empress, which is a sitting president energy, and speak to them, but they have not, in person, or have a meeting, but they have not. They have chosen not to give a specific location or time for a meeting. I just catch things in the wind. All right? It says, so that all the people in the camp trembled. Then Moses brought the people out of the camp to meet with God, and they stood at the foot of the mountain. Sinai was completely enveloped in smoke, because the Lord had descended. The Lord in all caps had descended on it in fire. This is giving me the energy of Russia. Some kind of missile, some ballistic missiles or some shit like this, all right? It could be anybody, but I'm just saying it could be an illusion as well, like we just read here. Again, this is allegedly. This could be something that happened in the past. Again, it could be something that might happen in the present or in the future, all right? And the smoke rose up like smoke of a furnace, and the whole mountain quaked violently, all right? And as the sound of the ram's horns grew louder and louder, Moses spake, and God answered him in thunder. All right? We could be talking telepathic telekinesis or something like this in this manner here. All right? It says the Lord descended. This is the all caps Lord again. Descended to the top of Mount Sinai and called Moses. So this is making me think somebody has exalted themselves into a position over someone. Now, this could be rightfully so, if that's what time it is for the right chosen one. But I feel like what these people are trying to do is trying to put somebody else in that situation that will not have some certain people's best interests at hand. It's about a capture. It's about an overthrow. It's about capturing a certain group, a nation, possibly somebody like me that's left out of the loop, or somebody, the cornerstone that they want to keep covered, okay? Or kept out, okay? But this could also be, again, another group saying, wait a minute, but this is the person. I feel like there's going to be some kind of confusion here. I feel like there is chaos. Like we pulled that card earlier. There is some kind of bickering, some kind of something going on here. All right. But again, I have to do all the work on my own. I don't have any groups, militias, or anybody to depend on. It's just, again, me and source. All right. So again, people might say it's arrogant or you just making it up or whatever. Cool. Whatever you want to think. But I'm just saying the gate is narrow. Okay. Just is. All right. So Sinai called Moses to the summit. Okay. To the peak. So this make me think of somebody, like, again, possibly telepathically speaking to somebody or calling someone to like a higher standard or something here. It says, so Moses went up and the Lord said to him or her, could be the energy in this time, go down and warn the people not to break through to see the Lord. This is somebody in all caps. Lest many of them perish. Even the priests who approach the Lord must consecrate themselves, or the Lord will break out against them. But Moses said to the Lord, the people cannot come up Mount Sinai, for you solemnly warned us. So this is that energy, or are you trying to provoke God again? Okay. It says, put a boundary around the mountain and set it apart as holy. So this is somebody saying we have to, do something with this mount. We have to make it holy, right? But nobody's really making a real attempt to do that because they don't want it to be holy. They don't want me to be in my situation. Some groups want for someone to come in. And I feel this energy around the house, around the area, around the neighborhood. Somebody else may feel this as well. Again. All right. So it says, and the Lord replied, go down and bring Aaron with you. But the priest and the people must not break through to come up to the Lord, or he will break out against them. So Moses went down. This also giving me, again, a divine masculine energy here. Okay. So Moses went down to the people and spoke to them. Okay. So I don't know why I just came and wanted to speak that to you guys, but I feel like, I feel like this is definitely what's going on or transpiring in the next couple of days. I'm going to go ahead and do what I was going to do here. And then when I get back home, I'll pull the cards and we'll go in 20 and see what we're talking about here, just to get a couple days ahead. Again, I feel like this is a very intricate way to look at the Bible. I think it is only can be done by a scryer and someone who has the extensive in this manner. Anybody can read the Bible and everybody's going to interpret it their own way, but I'm just saying, to see it this way, I feel like there's only a couple. And I feel like, again, these people are dabbling in people's akashics because the books are open and they are trying to strategically move a couple steps ahead. So they have large groups maybe getting a memo in the morning, or knowing what we're going through, and they interpret it their way, and then without even acting like they're reading the biblical text, they're using the energy from the text, right, and then turning it into something of speech. That's why everything that people saying to me or saying on their platform sounds very familiar. Like, I'm like, I know what you're saying. Oh, that sounds biblical. That sounds biblical, because it is. Because these people are looking at the Bible thinking that they can do what I do, or somebody like me does, okay, as a scryer and an oracle, right, and a prophetess. And this is what they're doing. And what they're doing is kind of grafting it to look negative at a certain group of people. It's just what I see. And then that's the thing that comes with reading between the lines and headlines. It just is what it is. So yeah, I think that's it, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and try to, have me a little bit of a nice time. I'm not staying long, but so I'll be back home in like an hour or two. And I'll see you guys then. Take care. Thanks for stopping by.